Set. Like 80.
51. All day, every day.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
20.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
All day, baby, all day.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Set. 180.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Big edge, big edge, big edge.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
You must
Switch.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Watch the run. They're running it.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Powering his way forward. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
20.
Under crunch.
Gun.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He lets this one fly toward the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return will stop them inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Quick the edge.
Omaha, ready, move. Get on.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Switch it. 53. Ready.
On second down, Johnson.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set. 250.
52's the mic. Let's go.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Stop your whining.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Ready. 180.
51. Nice, sweetheart.
Check. Ready.
On second down, McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing is Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Set. Ready.
51. Watch the run.
Great.
Hey, turn it out.
Great.
Hey, watch edge.
Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield. And it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Watch the screen.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
At the 9-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey.
We ain't begin.
Omaha, ready to move.
Don't get nervous. Check 13.
No
Check
score
13.
after 1 on EA Sports.
Set. 280.
59.
That's the pass. 49. Check.
Hey, give me radar.
Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford eluding the pressure run. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. 3rd down here. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. What is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 36-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Newton's going to hand it off to McCaffrey.
Kill.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line. Scrimmage.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Set. Ready, 8.
51. Watch the run. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Check. Fresno.
20.
Check 3. Kill.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Hey, baby. You see
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Ready. 280.
Check. 59.
Alert. Hey. Check. Look at
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm gonna run you over.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson, and the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is alert.
59.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Easy, easy.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try
ain't
and
doing
find
nothing
something.
today.
There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
McCaffrey on the counter. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Let's go.
Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready? 180.
We'll go 25 to Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. That's
Ready? Ready?
Newton on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Express.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
My bad, guys.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, and the catch made by Hilton. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with 1st and 20.
It's our field. Hey, it's our. Hey, 22.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hurry! 5.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about it. The ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board. It's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Kenny!
You don't know no better.
Greg!
Check.
Hey!
Check 99.
Hey! What is it?
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is reset.
That is the wise play because
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And some room to roam now. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
how did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even? They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Check 31, check 31.
Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Newton. Forced out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but it does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Back to throw, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Gun.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On first down, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike, 54. Here we go.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
In your face.
Showing it.
They're trying to run with McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sets up 3rd down and goal.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Gregory. Express.
From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, 50. 22.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set. 180.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I smell fear in that offense.
Zebra. Hey, easy.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
Check 15.
And
Check
he
15.
is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Hey, 54.
Check, 59, 59.
Go here. Look at him.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11.
Jim.
Now Johnson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
0.
Check 59.
Hey, Charlie.
59. Mike the 59.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gun.
Bravo. Hey, check fast. We got 25 the mic. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10. At the 36-yard line.
You got it.
Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Get that ball. Back.
Gun.
Slam.
Great.
Newton now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete here. Johnson the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Stafford. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Set. Blue 60.
59.
10.
Hey. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Johnson.
Check 25. Check 25.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. James has got it, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Double right.
Watch the ship.
Hey, easy.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Bullock's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and a couple, Newton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Back to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That's it. 180.
51. Big stop, D. Big stop.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set. Ready,
51's the mic.
Let's go.
Get him.
What is it?
Hey, look 3.
We ain't giving them nothing to do.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and goal from inside the 5.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with time running out. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.